And we are live. Welcome Facebook. This is Joshua Hunting from FutureMorphs, of course. So, as always, today is Thursday, July 20th at about 9:30 Central European Time. If you are watching this live, please say hello. If you are not watching this live, please keep watching, but you can say hello. But often people type in the chat, oh, hello Joshua, can you show me an animal? But then it's no longer live. So yeah, if you see this later today or tomorrow or next week, please keep watching, but don't get mad with me if I don't say hello back. So for everybody who is watching live, hello now. And well, always leave a comment in the replies, of course, because then I can see who is watching if you say hello. But also, as always, if you have any questions, just ask. Any question is okay. And if I think I don't want to answer this, then I will just say no comment. So no question is too crazy. Well, Martina is the first one that says hi. Hello, Martina from Serpentini. It's a subtle commercial for you. Well, today we have a few things on schedule. One of the things is I will give away the Snake Day ticket. Well, I won't give it away yet, but I will tell you how you can win this. So if you want to go to Snake Day Houten on, what is it? Oh, here it is, of course, October 8th. Then keep watching how you can win this. Because Snake Day is organized by the European Snake Society and I'm a member there. So that's why I get a free ticket. But I will also book a table there. So I have my entrance fee via the tables that I reserve. So that's why I have a free ticket. So it's not sponsored or something. It's totally given away by me. We have some more people watching. Alex is watching all the way from the USA. Hello, Alex. Richard is watching. Hello. Sandra is watching. Hello. All the way from Denmark, we have Peter. Hello. Ruben says hi. From Schiedam, the sunny Schiedam. So, well, thanks for watching, you guys, of course. If you just tuned in, if you have any questions during the live, just leave a reply and I will get back to you. What else do we have? Well, I will show you some baby snakes, especially the holdbacks, later in the video, because, well, I have too many available snakes to show all, of course, but I do have some cool holdbacks. They will, oh, wait, I have a question. Alex says, how much is cost shipping to the USA? Good question, Alex. I'm not totally sure because I don't ship myself personally, because you have quite some paperwork and stuff, but please contact DDI, that is Dutch Dragon Import from Amsterdam. They do international shipping all over the world and they are really experienced with it. I've used them for years and basically never anything goes wrong. So yeah, you just get the snake from me, contact them for all the shipping, like prices, for how many animals, dates, stuff like that. You arrange that with them. All I need to know is when they need to have the snakes. So usually they have shipments towards the USA after, for instance, the big reptile shows in Ham or in Houten. Usually they collect animals around that time and then ship it all at once. And then from there, of course, depending on where you are in the USA, maybe you need FedEx or something to get it shipped to your door or to a FedEx hub or something like that. But DDI, that's the best place to go. What was I thinking? Or what was I saying? Oh yeah, well, maybe you guys already found my YouTube channel, but on youtube.com/FutureMorphs, super simple. I made a playlist of 2023 breeding season and I post all the clutches on there with a video, so you can see the parents. I talk about why I did the pairing and which babies hatched, so I will just show off all the babies. It's pretty short, and so usually in these lives I can ramble on a lot, but in the YouTube videos I really try 2 to 5 minutes, basically, depending on how many animals there are and how many genetics and stuff. But I will just quickly show off all the snakes, so definitely subscribe there, because then you can just see all the babies that I hatched. I will also show you, wait, I will just bring the... So people sometimes ask me, are you done with breeding season? Well, not yet. I have, what is it, 11 clutches that are hatching at the moment. So yeah, some eggs pipped or half of the clutch already popped out or something, but the rest still needs to come out of the egg. Then we have about 50 or 55 clutches in the incubator that are not pipped yet. So still a lot to go as well. And then, here we have, what is it, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 clutches. So the ones with the labels on there. All the babies have already pipped and got out of their egg. But they are still in here until they all shed. And once they all have shed, then I will individually set them up in boxes like this. So that's another, well, what I say, 14 clutches or so. So, conclusion, there's more than enough babies still to hatch. So yeah, definitely keep watching my YouTube channel. If you are really curious what will hatch and which pairings I did, then you can become a Patreon member on patreon.com/FutureMorphs. I have both a list with all my pairings so far, the real clutches I have. And also I made videos and lists about my breeding plans, and I explain why I made all the breedings. So definitely something you can check out if you cannot wait. And what else? Well, and here on Facebook, of course, I will show all the pictures at least. I don't really post all the YouTube links on Facebook because on one hand that will be just links, and Facebook and YouTube are not the best friends usually. So if I only post YouTube links, then sometimes it doesn't even get shown to you in your feed because Facebook thinks like, yeah, F you with your YouTube. So just become a YouTube subscriber. It's totally free, and you can get a lot of videos, and it's all in English as well. So if you're from somewhere else in the world besides the Netherlands, you can still watch the videos. Well, in the meantime, we have Adam watching from England. Hello. And another American, Elizabeth from Texas. Thanks for watching, you guys. As always, if any of you have any questions, just write a comment and I will answer it live, of course. What else did I forget? Oh yeah, another question that I get quite often. I have my morph list. It's just on my website, futuremorphs.com/morph list. It's an online morph list, and I will update it, well, as many times as necessary. If something is on the morph list, probably it's still available for you. There can be a little delay, of course, because multiple people can ask about animals and stuff like that. But if it's not on the morph list, it is definitely not available anymore. So either it's already sold, or it's not available at all, or did not hatch yet, or whatever. So if you see something that's on the morph list, just message me. If you see something, for instance, on YouTube, on a video, and like, for instance, I hatched one scaleless palmetto, quite a cool animal, and it's sold in the meantime. So if you see it on YouTube, it doesn't mean that, it is still available, of course. Well, we have a question. Oh, well, we have a hello from Christina, hello, and from Dylan, and from Denise, but also a question. So I like questions, guys, so the more interactive, the better. So come through with all the questions. So Sandra asks, is it good/healthy to keep 2 male snakes in one enclosure? Is there even the slightest possibility that one eats the other? The short answer is yes, there is a slight possibility, but it's really slight. Corn snakes are definitely not cannibalistic by nature, so you don't really have to worry about it. If, of course, you take them out and you feed them separate, that's really important. Because once they are in feeding mode, sometimes they just think that everything that moves is food. And it's the same with, let's say you fed a corn snake and he is still going like this in the terrarium. Yeah, if you just poke your hand in, then for instance, he will also bite your hand. Not because he's aggressive, but just because he thinks, ooh, something is moving, I'm hungry, and I will just bite it. So it can happen. Usually if you have 2 adult males, for instance, that are both, I don't know, let's say 1.2 meters long and 400 grams, and they are the same size, then usually nothing really happens. But it is known that usually it's an accident, but it is known in corn snakes that sometimes there's an accident that one eats the other, especially if there's a big size difference. So if you would have an adult male with a yearling male, for instance, then there's a way bigger chance that it physically fits as well, of course. So there is a slight chance, but to be honest, if you feed them separate and if you put them back then after feeding and you stay with them so you can just see how they react, it basically never goes wrong. But there are some cases known. Another thing to think about if you have 2 males together, especially in breeding season, Usually it goes perfectly fine. They don't have issues with each other. But in breeding season, the hormones, especially of males, they start going wild, let's say. Usually if there's no females in the house around, then there are no pheromones for them to really react on. But in spring, you can have that males sort of either start annoying each other, so almost fighting each other, maybe stop feeding, so then you can have issues. But usually you see it if people have like one terrarium here with 2 males and then a terrarium below, for instance, with females, because then the males just go crazy. If you just have 2 males in one room or in one house, I basically never really see issues, as long as the terrarium is big enough as well, of course. So especially, I know some people from America are watching, so I think at least I see it more in the US, that people say, no, you cannot cohabitate them and you should keep them separate all the time. True, in the wild, definitely they live solitary, so there's no reason to keep them together per se, for the snakes at least. But I don't really see a lot of issues. If the terrarium is big enough, well decorated, feeding separate, all that things, of course. But it definitely can be done. Adam asks, what temperature do you keep your hatchlings at when they have hatched? Good question, Adam. The incubator is about 27.5 degrees. It goes a little higher and lower, of course, constantly. Also depending on how hot it is outside. 2 or 3 weeks ago we had some really hot weather, and then here the room also gets up a little bit. But let's say about 27.5 degrees Celsius I incubate them at. Then if I put them in these boxes, in the front of the boxes the room temperature is about 26 degrees Celsius, maybe drops to 25 at night. And the hotspot is about 28.5 to 29. So basically the babies have a little range between about 25 to 26 degrees Celsius on the cold side, and about, let's say, between 28 and 29 on the warm side. In the past I did keep them warmer, so let's say 30 degrees Celsius on the hotspot. I don't think it's necessary, but it really depends on the room temperature as well. So if some people say like, oh, 30 degrees Celsius, that's way too warm. Yes, I agree. If the entire terrarium is 20 or 30 degrees, then it's way too warm, of course. But if let's say you have one snake in a terrarium and the room around it is just 18 degrees or 20 degrees, then just a hotspot of 28 is not warm enough. But here the room is 25 to 26, so then you only need a couple degrees extra to make a hotspot. By the way, if you have a big terrarium in your house and let's say the room is 20 degrees Celsius during the day, have a hotspot of 35 degrees Celsius, no problem at all. Maybe even 40 right under the lamp. That is way too hot for a corn snake, but you have to imagine if the lamp here and here it's 40 degrees, then here is probably 35 and here it is 32. And if the lamp is here, then here it is cooler and here it's even cooler. So as long as the snakes can get away from the heat and also get to a 22 degrees Celsius spot, then it's basically fine. I know also in the Netherlands you don't see it a lot, but in the USA I know that also really big breeders that breeds like thousands of corn snakes each year, they just keep the room at about 28 degrees Celsius, so no hot spot, no cool spot, but just about 28 degrees, and that also works perfectly fine. So there are multiple ways how you can keep corn snakes healthy, but I do like if there's a little temperature gradient, so at least they have some choice to basically to choose themselves what they want temperature wise. Christiane is looking forward to your palmetto. Well, I can imagine he is cool. If you want, I can show him off to the audience, because I don't like to show snakes that are sold to people, because, well, yeah, they are sold, so I don't have to show them to the world. But Christiane, if you say like, yeah, you can show them to the rest of the world, then let me know and I will put them in the video. Great info, thank you. Well, Sandra, thanks for the question. Elizabeth asked, what clutch are you most excited about? That's difficult. That's basically asking which of your children is the best looking or something. I don't even have kids, but definitely I have one clutch out so far from a yellow factor or yellow jacket male. That is clutch. Where is he? Somewhere here. Of course, I cannot find anything in a life like this. Where are they? Oh, here, Clutch 22. So on YouTube, go search for Clutch 22. That's quite cool. But also some Mimosa stuff, and Mimosa Red Factor mixes are really nice, of course. I started well, not invented, but yeah, the Mimosa line originated with me, and I still have a lot of Mimosa animals, so of course I'm a little biased towards them. What else? Some cool Scalers projects are definitely also coming out. Scalers Goltus Tessera, Scalers Goltus Motley. Well, some cool Scalers combinations. So, yeah, many, basically, many. Well, thank you, Adam, for the question. When are you going to Hamburg again? Asked Peter. Well, I don't have any plans. And that's mostly because my girlfriend Nicola from Boo Boo Snakery, she lives under Hamburg, so more towards the Buxtehude area. So we are dating now for a little over 2 years. And yeah, I went to her, of course, often to visit her, and she came to Tilburg, where I live in the Netherlands. But since, what is it, about 3 months or something, she's living with me here in the Netherlands. She does go back to Germany sometimes also to see her family and stuff, of course. But yeah, that's why I don't really go that often anymore. But yeah, if you would need a road trip, for instance, or if you need animals to be brought to the north of Germany, then there are definitely options because, like I said, Nicola goes to Germany about once a month or something. So yeah, if you would need transport, then it's definitely no problem. Well, Christiana, let's show your palmetto. Hello, Manuel. Well, Elizabeth, you should definitely try to get into some Mimosa stuff. At least, yeah, I'm a little biased, of course, but they are really cool. Yes, gotta love baby season. Hello from Sweden. Well, let's find Christiana's palmetto. He does have a big belly because he ate his first meal today. But here he is. Let's show his nice head stamp. Poof. So quite some color on his head. I can imagine that's also the reason you chose this one. And for people who want to know, he is a palmetto 66% post head scaleless. Choppa. Well, I hope everybody liked that. Got a lot of baby season. Hello from Karen. Romee asks, does the corn snake react to pheromones of ball pythons while they live separate but in the same room? I don't know, but basically no. Let me put my phone back in the chop. Basically no. It would be sort of, it's a strange comparison maybe, but it would be the same if maybe there was a chimpanzee outside the garden that was in heat, then I would also not think like, ooh, it's a little bit strange combination, but it's a colubrid from North America with a python from Africa. They also cannot mate physically. Of course, there are many hybrids that can be made, but corn snakes and ball pythons is not one of them, at least. I'm not saying nobody ever tried, but I never saw them before, and it also doesn't make sense. Of course, some other species they can mate and interact with. So corn snakes are known to make hybrids with all sorts of other red snakes from North America, of course, like the Obsoleta group. So black red snakes, yellow red snakes, stuff like that. But also king snakes and milk snakes they can react to. Also Asian red snakes, like Russian red snakes, are known that they can make hybrids with corn snakes. So yeah, that definitely can have an impact, of course. But usually a ball python, it has no issues. They also have a completely different cycle and stuff. So you don't really have to worry about it. But it is a good question to at least think about. So, so beautiful. Yes, he is pretty. Oh, Sandra says, can I see my new baby as well? Well, then we will just go back. In the meantime, hello Romana and hello Bram. Thanks for watching. But Sandra, let's see. Here. NRE Extreme Aztec. Zuppa. Choop. Well, wait, that's pretty dark. He doesn't look as cool like this. That's better. So, color-wise, for people who want to know, is just an anery, basically. So, an anerytristic, or missing red, or... but yeah, the pattern is quite strange, of course. There's no tessera in here or whatever. It really is an extreme Aztec. So, Aztec is selective breeding for pattern. And this one is almost completely... I'll see if I can show him in my hand. I can show him totally. Well, he is close to perfection, at least... all snakes are perfect, but this one really is my goal with this project, is to make him totally like a white stripe from head to tail, without any color in the neck. So this has a little lighter freckles. So my perfect snake, but I did not make the perfect one, would not have that. And also the perfect snake would be like one smooth stripe, and here you still have like the saddles, like there, the thingies that connect, but it basically I'm just, we say mierenneuken of muggenziften in the Netherlands. It's just complaining for complaining, because this is sort of close to being perfectly striped, of course. So I hope, Sandra, you will like him. So far he is eating well, so that will, he could move soon. Well, let's show. Oh, well, we have another question from Lisa. Hoi hoi. Well, translating to English. Oh, wait, I will show my face in the meantime, with some snakes in the background. For a while, I've been keeping out your morph list, but yeah, good question. I hatched many palmettos and also many scalers, but they just sell really quick. Especially some wholesalers from the other side of the world like them. So, yeah, if you see any scalers or palmettos on YouTube, then, or in the morph list, then you really have to be quick. Like, I don't want to rush anybody, but yeah, don't think like, oh, let's have a look again tomorrow, because big chance they are gone by then. The only option, if you really know that you want a certain morph, let's say you want a melanistic palmetto or a butter scalers or something I could breed, of course, but that you really want, then the best chance to get it is become a Patreon member, because then depending on the tier you have, but you can get updates from 1, 2 or 3 morph or combos, that you get updates before I put them on the morph list. So it's just for my patrons, because I cannot keep everybody updated. It's really a question I get, well, not daily, but really often, like, oh, can you just let me know if you have palmettos or scalers or something like that? But I have too many people, like too many customers, and it would not be fair if I would say to customer number A, like, yeah, here, you can get first access. Because then number B and number C are, yeah, they vissen achter het net, we say in Dutch, so they cannot get any snakes then. So that's why I just post them all for everybody to see on the morph list and on YouTube and Facebook, of course. And then it is first come, first serve, because that is just the most honest way. But like I said, people who are Patreon members, they can get access before they are on the morph list, but not the entire morph list, but just like I said, 1, 2 or 3 morphs that you really want. So if you are really looking for yeah, a certain morph, then that's the best way to get them. But some holdbacks. Well, because I'm an idiot, and so 1, 2, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the moment there are 33 animals in the holdback rack. It's too many. But well, there is some cool stuff. So let's go through some babies. Maybe I won't show all, because some are by look not the most amazing. But for instance, we have this little mister. He's from clutch number 2, a male ultramel charcoal tessera striped, possible halo. And halo is a little difficult morph, because yeah, it's I will tell you. Oh, but I see. Oh well, Christiana, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. Halo makes the saddles around the saddle borders more yellow to green. Just like an halo that an angel has above the eyes or above the head. And you can be a green blotch, then you are a super halo. But yeah, in a dark morph like this, without any real saddles, it's really difficult to see, of course. So that's why halo is in between brackets. But I do really like... Oh, don't twist my phone, it said. I do really like ultramel... wait, can I zoom in with my nose? Yeah, I can. Ha. I do really like the eyes in ultramel charcoal. Look. Oh. El Diablo himself. Well, then the next, well, I will quickly show them, but there are some NRE Extreme Aztecs as well, a pair that I'm keeping for now. But yeah, it's siblings from the one we just saw from Sandra. So this one is also pretty cool. If you like yellow, then well, more yellow than this is difficult to make. This is a buff saffron striped. So saffron is a sun-kissed caramel amelanistic and striped. So that makes it yellow, but with buff in it, it makes it even more bright. So while the camera also picks it up pretty well, I think, but this is so yellow. Well, then this, for instance, we can sort of quickly go through, because yeah, it is just a motley, but well, genetically motley striped, that's sunrise scalers, amelanistic, caramel hypo. Many morphs. Then we have another Aztec, or Extreme Aztec, but then in hypo. I do really like him in hypo too, because there is some form of red enhancer in this line. So red factor or red coat or whatever. In my YouTube video about them, I talk a little more about it, because I don't really know what's going on. But this is too bright for just a hypo, basically. But yeah, I just like the pattern as well, of course. And it's a head snow, so. Ooh, but these are cool. Zip. These are some snakes you don't see every day, usually. It's a micro scale, motley. Well, motley striped even genetically, but visually just a motley. And we have another one. So I was lucky because, let me see, at the top of my head, I don't know, either the male or the female was known, had striped, but the other one I did not know was had motley, so I was lucky to find out. And these are also really cool, I think. Oh, a little more light, a little better lighting. This is amelanistic micro scale. So yeah, micro scale makes the scales smaller. And we have his brother as well. So I like him, quite colorful. Oh, well, this one is also cool. Let's go a little strange. Well, more sun-kissed stuff. But yeah, totally patternless. This is a honey, so caramel sun-kissed. Tessera striped. And Tessera and striped usually gives a small stripe in the neck, but sun-kissed makes him basically petalless. Yeah, totally. It could be buff as well, but I don't think so color-wise looking. That would basically be the jackpot if it was buff as well, but I cannot complain about something like this. Then we have, well, these are in the holdback rack for now, because I do like them. I just am not totally sure what they are, but I think it's scaleless. Amber, so caramel hypo, Tessera motley. I made Tesseras with scalers for like a couple of years already, and they make really strange patterns. And I also make motley with scalers for a couple of years already. But at the moment, I believe, but I'm not totally sure, but that scaleless Tessera and motley altogether will make them totally patternless. But it would make more sense if it would be a Tessera striped, because they are more patternless with scales. But yeah, so far, yeah, my results sort of make me think that Tessera and motley together will make a snake patternless. This is also a funny pair. Hello, Wesley. I cannot wave back because I have a snake in one hand and a phone in the other. Should have had a camera woman around me. This is a buff, or an orange by the way, but buff amelanistic. Tessera striped from Mimosa line. So that's why maybe it's a little brighter as well. And had caramel hypo enery. So that's a nice project for the future to mix some extra morphs into Mimosa. For everybody who's still watching, thanks for watching. I hope you like the snakes. If you see a snake you really like, then press the little heart button or something. Then I see it pop up. But if you have any questions, also just let me know. This is the Ultramel version of the one you just saw. So it's buff Ultramel Tessera striped. But with the same heads, of course. And quite colorful stripe. Like it's basically colorless on the sides, but the back stripe is totally orange. So curious how it will become. Oh, this is also a cool clutch. Here we have some yellow factor stuff, or yellow jacket, or well, what's her name? Zina from Stormlit Scales. I got the father from these babies from her. She's really doing some good research about what it is, and probably it's yellow jacket or yellow factor, or maybe that's even the same. But yeah, this should be just genetically a motley striped. But yeah, it has almost like a castani or copper look or something. If it is a yellow factor or a yellow jacket, it's dominant or maybe co-dominant trait. Say hello, put your thumbs up if you want to see Nicola, because she's just passing. No, I won't show you until people show thumbs up and hearts. So if you want to see Nicola, then let me know. Oh, there's one thumb, another thumb, another thumb. Oh. Hello. So yeah, the yellow factor part is not totally fixed yet, but yeah, some animals, this one is a little bit more normal in color, but some of them are just strange. Well, I won't show all of them, but some females as well that are pretty cool. For instance, this one, yeah, this also, it should be a motley striped genetic, so visually just a motley, but it has such a strange color. In the meantime, I see a question from Lisa. Yes, I do expect many palmettos. Some of them are even in these. So no worries, I won't run out that quick. This amelanistic Tessera motley striped yellow factor or yellow jacket. It reminds me a little bit almost of buff, so orange, but then with way more red or something. But really there is a yellow enhancer going on. And maybe visually my favorite is this one. Will the video pick it up? Yeah, so it's caramel striped. But yeah, the yellow on the back is so strange yellow. Like it's almost a neon yellow or something. It's difficult to explain. Like it's not a normal caramel, but the stripes next to it are so dark brown. So the contrast is really high. But yeah, no, it is just a strange animal. It's difficult to explain if you don't have that much experience with caramel, but a caramel stripe doesn't look like this as a baby. So, but that's also one of my problems. I keep 4 males and 3 females for now. So, this is also a strange one. It's definitely castani striped, probably buff, but it's so light it almost looks hypo. But yeah, there should not be hypo in both parents. So, so for now it's labeled as buff castani striped. Het scaleless amelanistic. So that's a cool project for buff mandarin striped scaleless. Sandra, that is clutch 22, the yellow factor clutch. From the same clutch as the castani, we also have a buff castani, het scaleless amelanistic striped. So nice pair. Well, and these are not that spectacular because it is just, well, I can show you one, but genetically this is the coolest out of the clutch. It's just Enery Tessera, so that is not that exciting. But they are het microscale lava blood red. So that makes them quite cool for the future because you could make ice Tessera blood microscales from them. So that's why I definitely want to keep some of those. So that were basically the holdbacks. Well, like I said, some of them are visually not that amazing, so I won't show all of them. But most of them at least you saw. So, Peter asked, is it only baby snakes you have for sale? Yes, at the moment I do. On the morph list you can always find everything that you can get. After the breeding season I will let go some adult males and females, proven breeders. But I will do it after the breeding season because I want to know for sure what hatches. Because sometimes I get clutches and I get a surprise het motley or a surprise het amelanistic or whatever. Oh, what's this? Oh no, they are like... I'm back. Yeah, I pressed something like with filters or something, but I'm too old to use filters. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, so after the breeding season, I will let go some adult males and females. So probably at end of August, maybe beginning September, something like that. It will always be on Patreon first. So Caramel and Gold's patrons will have first access to all holdbacks. So another good reason to become a patron. Hello Avi, elke slang is visueel amazing. Well, each snake is cool of course, but some snakes are cooler than others. Let's put it that way. Just like humans, all humans are beautiful from the inside, but some of them are also pretty on the outside. Besides, some people, they are ugly from the inside and the outside. But let's not get into that. Some snakes as well, by the way. I have some mimosas that want to eat me every day, so they are also assholes. But they look good on the outside at least. Well, then, if you are waiting to win a Snake Day ticket. So in the beginning of the video I said it like I have one free entrance to Snake Day Houten on October 8th. I won't show you the back of this thing because there's a unique code on there. But yeah, there is, well, I can do it like this. So it's a free entrance ticket and I can give it away because I'm a member of the European Snake Society. That's why I get this. But I will have a table as well at Snake Day, of course. So I don't need this ticket, so I will give it away by myself. I will do it next week, maybe live, maybe, yeah, probably, well, yeah, probably I will do it live. And I will give it away to one of you lovely viewers. So, Josh was so nice. Yes, I know. Oh, thanks for noticing. Yeah, the winner will just get the code and yeah, you can just put it in online and you get a free ticket. So that's quite nice, of course. So if you want to go to Snake Day, definitely join this. And how can you win, you might ask? Well, quite simple. Maybe you saw my videos or YouTube lives or whatever, but this year I am breeding corn snakes for 20 years in a row, so it's my 20th year anniversary, and I want to celebrate that with you. So I made a lot of prize packages and stuff, and the only thing people need to do to join the competition is to send in a picture. You can do it on Facebook, but you can also just send it privately via Messenger or WhatsApp or something. So send a picture of either a FutureMorphs shirt or a hoodie or a sticker or something from FutureMorphs that you have. Yeah, like for instance, if you have an incubator, I will, oh damn it, oh no, what's this? It's a star, I don't want a star. Chop. Oh no, I'm so bad at being my own cameraman. So if you have a FutureMorphs sticker, or a FutureMorphs sticker, or a FutureMorphs sticker, or maybe you have that FutureMorphs sticker, or you have that FutureMorphs sticker, or you have that FutureMorphs sticker, or you have a FutureMorphs shirt, then just make a picture of where you put the sticker or the shirt or whatever, and that's all you need to do. So I don't need any information. I just need, just send in a sticker that shows me that you want to win something, and it's all free. You won't get spam emails. It's really just, I do it for fun because it's 20 years of breeding and that should be celebrated, I think. So go watch the videos on YouTube about the prizes you can win, but it's really cool. You can win quite some cool prizes, some gift certificates from me and Boo Boo Snakery, some AC Reptar stuff, Sami snakes, so black pearl corns. I have a lot of sponsors that gave either certificates or supplies. So you can also win the thermostat and the heat mat and really cool things. So really watch the video, and if you want to join, if you want to win one of those things, and or you want to win the entrance ticket, then just in the next week send me a message with a picture of a FutureMorphs snake or logo or whatever you like. I think at the moment just 25 people or maybe 30 people or something sent something in. So definitely more people can join, I think. So do that somewhere in the next week. Just send me a message, and then I will just see your Facebook name. That's all I need. I will put it in a simple Excel file, and then somewhere next week, but I will announce it probably maybe next weekend or something. I will just go live again, and I will just do a Google random name generator or searcher, put in the names, and randomly somebody will be picked, and that would be the one who wins the Snake Day ticket. So, if you want to win the Snake Day ticket, do your thumbs up and do your hearts and do your comments. Oh no, that's just for YouTube. But yeah, just send, that's all I want. Just send me in a nice picture, just so I know that you want to win something, and that's all. I guess that's also it for now. If you have any questions while watching this, let me know. So it can be about breeding snakes, baby snakes, Snake Day, about, I don't know, whatever you want. And yeah, that was it. I made a cheating list just to be sure that I did not forget anything. But I think I told everything. Definitely follow me on YouTube. It's free and there will be a lot of English videos about all the clutches that hatch this year. So definitely follow me there. Yeah, follow me on Facebook, but you already do so. So keep checking my Facebook. Keep checking the morph list if you want to know what you can get from me. What else? Yeah, Patreon if you really want a lot of extra videos and a lot of extra content and actions and stuff like that. On one hand, I really hate to push Patreon because yes, you do have to pay for it. So I don't want to keep making commercial for Patreon, but you really get a lot of it. So there's 82 videos at the moment, I think, spoken in English and in Dutch. So I make all the videos double. They're all exclusive videos about genetics, breeding, how to deal with customers, like the business side of things as well, the breeding side. So many things. And then as a caramel or a Golders patron, you will also get a monthly deal, so you can get a discount. Well, you can get first access to ex-holdbacks and stuff. So Patreon really is a good place to be. At least the FutureMorphs Patreon. So yeah, definitely consider it. If you have questions, just let me know. At the moment, I don't see any other questions here. So let's quit the live and see you next week or so. Bye!